Well, it crosses my mind that Jesus has said in the story, I come not to bring peace upon the earth, but a sword. And you think, hang on, I thought he was supposed to be Prince of Peace. There's a bit of a contradiction going on here, or well, it may contradict the theology. But perhaps we're not hearing this Gnostically. I don't want to give a theological explanation, but I will, because it interests me at the moment. He's bringing a sword against ignorance, isn't he? I mean, I don't think it's a good choice of analogy. I mean, it's like the Salvation Army. I mean, the loveliness of God shouldn't be likened to something of war and battle. But anyway, the story does, that's the point. And what he means, says Marshall, confidently, ever confidently. I'm trained to be confident, aren't I? Self-confidence. Anyway, what he means is, I'm dividing sheep from goats. You know, those that have ears to hear, those are the ones I'm focusing on. Those are the ones I've come for. Those are the ones I'm praying for. Does he not give a damn about the rest? No, you look at John 17, he's praying for the rest as well. Go into all the world. You know, he wants them all, that all may come. They all need to hear. I want to rescue them all. He's not seeing God as doing that yet, but he knows what he wants. Have I found a fault in the Jesus story? And John 17, I'm so pleased. I was in danger of worshipping it otherwise. No, it's to say I'm a child like you are. You know, I mean, and for their sakes I sanctify myself. I thought you were sanctified already. You mean you're not perfect? No, I'm sent as the messenger. I'm the example. I mean, doesn't matter what I was before. From the world's point of view, I'm appearing here as a man. In the story, you understand? He's not a man. Have you forgotten? This is a story. Keep treating it as history. Right, okay. Slipping back to history. No, it's a story. It's not even meant to be history. Religion wants it to be history. But the writer knew it was him writing, just as I'm talking. Doesn't make it history, except the fact that I've said it. Right, enough of pure reason for a moment. Gnostically, pick up what I'm saying here. Hang on, I've forgotten what it is. Yes, that there are inconsistencies in stories to remind you it's a story. There are faults, even with the hero, to remind you you're not to worship the hero. The hero is you. You're here to worship God as Dad. But I thought you said I'm seeing God as the personification of what I value. Of course, because you know in your heart you're his son. Therefore, ultimately, you must have the same values as him, because that's what he would purpose, for that's what he values. Oh, that's not an argument that I expected, and I'm talking for myself now. Let me recast it then. For whatever reason, desperate need or sheer overwhelming love, I want God to exist. Why? Don't necessarily know. I just know I'd like him to exist, and I'd like him to exist like this. In other words, you fall in love with the idea of being a child of God. blessed by this wonderful parent, all powerful, all loving, all wonderful. Oh, you're in Fantasyland? Yes. Fantasyland tells me what I value at heart. And if God is like that, well, obviously I love him. And I'd love him because, as a child of him, obviously I'd have the same values as him, and therefore love him. Do you see, it's a bit along that line of, because he first loved us, we love him. Because he is our dad and made us. Of course he would have made us such that we loved him. Do you think he makes enemies? You're off your trolley. I mean, even Satan himself, he's got a purpose in creating Satan. It's not even right to say even. He's been fashioned to achieve something God values. He drives you in the right direction. The sheer fear of Satan makes you cry out to God, long for God, anything but this frightening character. How wonderful. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. My soul longs for you, there's no question of it. No wonder the angels were sort of just a bit perplexed when he created the earth and probably hell and Satan and so on. Do you see what I mean? They just thought, this can't be. Stay thy hand, Lord. You can't consider this, can you? I mean, Carl, that's just not tolerable. Wow. I tell you, if it's not true, then things are desperate, because bad things seem to happen, and we have to cope with them. Now, do you want to believe that God exists, or he doesn't choose you this day, whom you will serve, whom you'll love? Do you want to trust that God exists, or that the devil exists in freedom? Oh no, nobody wants to believe in the devil, do they? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You can be, if you like, so misguided that you actually think it would be right in some way to be satanic. And if you are such, you may need to experience a bit more of such at close hand. That won't be fun, but it will be a blessing to you. At some point, it will be bad enough to make you long for God out of pure self-interest. Good on you. Bless you, and you are blessed. My God is an awesome God. He created all, and he loves all. This is what I choose to believe, and I'm frightened to death to believe anything other than that. Is this meant to be a hellfire sermon? No, it's meant to be a heavenly sermon. How can you not love someone that loves you? That doesn't make sense. Bless them. And if they love me incompetently, we'll still bless them. Perhaps I can help them to be a bit more competent. And this is the arrogance of man, especially Marshall. Of course they should love me. I love them, don't I? Well, perhaps I wasn't very kind to them. Perhaps I didn't think of them there. Perhaps I understand their situation. How can I help, Lord? And the answer, very simple. You don't need to, love. I'm dealing with it. But if you want to help, well, grab a cloth and dry up the dishes. I'll do the washing. We'll go shopping together afterwards. It'd be a big help if you could carry some of the groceries. Our God loves us. That's all I'm interested in. And coming to this faith, this hope, this trust has transformed even my life. Yeah, and a lot of other people's too. In fact, there's a countless number in heaven that have had just the same experience. The weight of numbers is on my side, I tell you. You might not think so looking at the world, but if you looked at the number in heaven, gotcha. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.